But what do you do with this? What do you do when you accept it? And how do you find acceptance? Well, first of all, you got to be honest, go back and be honest with yourself again, that it's not only something I'm aware of, but it's something that's damaging my life. You count the cost, even playing it forward, saying, well, if I continue to do this, what will my life be like in a year? What will my life be like in 2 years? Professionally, personally, spiritually, physically, mentally, how will that impact me down the road? Counting the cost can be very helpful. Expose yourself to other good people and listen, and then see if you can even start to look and create a vision for how life could be if you changed it. I mean, that can be extremely helpful with accepting the situation we're in, because we're starting to get its twist on it. Like, if I deal with this stuff, if I face this fear relationally, this fear of rejection, or this fear professionally of going out and actually being successful, if I face it and do something about it, it can be great. How good could life actually be? One of the biggest fears, I'm convinced too, with people is the fear of success. They're used to this stuff that they've had, and they're comfortable in this stuff that they've always had, whether it's, drama, or whether it's, people mistreating them, or whether it's, always being asked to do things in situations where they're called upon to solve the problems, and they're never actually getting to do self-care. Or, spending money on themselves, or actually living and enjoying life and traveling. And people get used to this certain level of lifestyle that can be fear-based. And that next step, that bigger, better thing, it could be financial security, is terrifying, because they don't admit it. And they don't admit it. I heard that once, like, the biggest fear people have is actually fear of their potential, their power, fear of like what they could be. And I do believe that is true. It's hard for me to grasp that, but I have these glimmers. And it's like, holy cow, man, I want to cuss right now. I don't know if I can do that on an Apple podcast, but I think, this is what my life could be like. Wow, it's so much better. And we get a glimpse of that, and that's just transformative, because we're starting to see, I got to deal with stuff. I got to face this stuff. I got to do this so I can get to the next level.